The small town of Mallow was nestled between vast, ancient woods and rolling hills, a place where the sun always seemed to set too early. It was in these woods that young Tommy disappeared on a crisp October evening. Tommy was known for his adventurous spirit, often heard boasting to his friends about exploring the Whispering Woods, named so because of the eerie sounds the wind made through the dense trees. On this day, he ventured further than usual, chasing the echo of what he thought was his name, whispered among the leaves. As dusk fell, Tommy realized he was lost. The woods, which had always seemed friendly, now felt suffocating. Every rustle of leaves, every snap of a twig, played like a warning in his ears. He tried to call out, but his voice was swallowed by the dense foliage. Night cloaked the forest, and the temperature dropped. Tommy, now trembling with cold and fear, found a small hollow under an old oak tree, its roots twisted like gnarled hands. Exhausted, he curled up, hoping the morning would bring rescue. As the night deepened, Tommy heard whispers, clearer this time, not from the wind, but from the shadows themselves. They called his name, their voices a mix of many, some playful, some sorrowful, all chilling. Tommy tried to ignore them, but they grew louder, more insistent, until he couldn't resist peeking out. What he saw made his blood run cold. Figures, not quite human, with eyes that glowed like embers, floated around him. They were children, or shadows of children, perhaps those who had been lost in these woods before him. They beckoned him to follow, promising warmth and safety. Tommy, scared but desperate, followed. The spectral children led him through paths that twisted and turned, until they reached a clearing where the trees formed a circle, their branches interlocking like a cage. In the center stood an old, dilapidated swing, creaking as if someone invisible was playing on it. The whispers grew into a cacophony, urging Tommy to sit on the swing. He did, feeling a strange sense of peace. As he swung, the children's voices changed, now filled with a cruel glee. They began to fade, leaving Tommy alone in the dark, swinging higher and higher until the night seemed to swallow him whole. Morning came, and the search parties found Tommy's backpack near the hollow oak, but no sign of him. The town mourned, the woods were deemed cursed, and the story of Tommy became a tale to scare the kids from wandering too far. Years passed, and the memory of Tommy faded into folklore. However, one day, a new family moved into Mallow with a young boy named Ethan who loved to explore. One autumn evening, Ethan found himself in the Whispering Woods, hearing his name called by the wind. He followed the sound, ending up in the same clearing with the old swing. Curiosity piqued, he sat down, and as he swung, he felt a chilling breeze. Suddenly the swing stopped abruptly. Standing before him was a figure of a boy, Tommy, but not as he was. His eyes were hollow, his smile twisted. "I've been waiting for someone to play with," Tommy whispered, his voice a mix of many. Ethan screamed, but no sound came out. The whispers returned, now including Ethan's name among them, sealing his fate as part of the wood's eternal playmates. Twist ending. Decades later, when the old swing was finally removed from the clearing, beneath it, they found Tommy's bones entwined with the roots of the oak, but also those of many others, revealing that the woods had claimed many more than just Tommy and Ethan. The Whispering Woods didn't just hide lost children, it fed on them, growing its dark legacy with each soul it ensnared.